Hello everyone and welcome to a special TDR family gaming video. Today we are in touch with Santa. If you can believe that, I have no idea how this happened, but I was playing Dungeon Quest and there was someone in a Santa suit. It said his name was Santa. I'm like, there's no way. You got to prove this. Let's get into a phone conference. I want to see that you are actually Santa Claus playing Dungeon Quest. There's no way. And you know what? There was a way. So here we are. Let me introduce you, your one and only favorite red holly jolly fella. This is Santa. How you doing there, Santa?
Doing great, Droid. How you doing? Hopefully you like the droid glasses I'm sporting up here.
I love it. I've got the hat from you. So there we go.
Right. We're twins today.
I'm glad that we have this opportunity to chat because I know that our viewers are certainly interested in a lot of the details on how you became a gamer, all of the fun stuff that you do up in the North Pole, getting ready for the holiday season, and all the logistics and everything that's going on up there. And we have lots of questions. I know at least I have lots of questions. So let's start it out with the first one is, I know you're a gamer, you're playing Dungeon Quest, you're in Roblox. How did that come to be? And what platforms do you prefer? What games do you like? Like, give us the spiel. How are you a gamer?
Well, I wouldn't be much of a jolly old elf if I didn't enjoy a good game now and then. You can't be into a toy delivery kind of business, and if someone wants something, I need to go check it out. I need to know all the details on it. I try to stay up on all the latest and greatest.
So you've been a gamer for a while. Roblox is one of the top free gaming platforms, and they have lots and lots of different games on there. One of the types of games are simulators. And we once played a game, I forget what it was called, but I think it was basically a Santa simulator or holiday simulator. Well, have you played any of those? Like, what do you think? Does it give a good representation of what it's really like being out there in the North Pole, getting ready to be Santa? Yeah?
Yes. I've played a few of them myself. There's one of them where I was running around collecting cookies. That was kind of fun. They didn't get to eat them, but I got to run around and pick them up. And you just got bigger and bigger the whole time that you're running around collecting, and then you had to rebirth. And so that was kind of fun. There was another one I played, and you actually get to deliver presents. You have to aim for the chimneys, and that was kind of cool.
Let me ask about Dungeon Quest, because that's the game that we just met in, and I'm like, why Dungeon Quest? Why are you playing Dungeon Quest? It's on Roblox, but why that one?
Dungeon Quest, honestly, was just one of the very first ones I played. I got in there right about Ghastly Harbor was the new thing, right before Steampunk Sewers came out. So I think you were probably on a little before me. But
oh yeah,
I got in there. Role-playing games are one of the things that Santa enjoys. Wish I had more time to play them, of course, but that's one of the things that I enjoy. And so it kind of holds a special place that Dungeon Quest was one of the first ones, the first true RPG-style dungeon crawler type games that I played on Roblox.
Nice. Well, it's good to hear, and we'll, of course, see you in there whenever the next dungeons come out.
Hopefully that'll be soon. That would be a good Christmas present from BeCaffey, huh?
Oh, yeah. Now, I know that many of our viewers are hoping to get a legendary weapon or a purple armor set for the holidays, or even the new legendary spell. I don't know. Can you help make that happen? Is that something that people can find in their stockings under the tree or any of that? How does that work?
I don't know that we'll put those under the tree, but we can certainly give some of those away. Now, the legend spells, unfortunately, I've been trying. They are rare. I have one spell. And I have about 10 alts that sometimes I have the elves hop on, when they're behaving and getting their work all done and they're up ahead and they want to come play. There's some accounts that they can log in and work on, and they help me farm some of those legends and some of those armors that we're going to be giving away. So those alts, I have about one for each dungeon, and they have nothing but blues, purples, and maybe rare greens of like the hardest to get armor from that dungeon. So I have a plethora. You think about 300 items per character. Each dungeon I have one guy that is just got inventory space full of stuff ready to give away.
Sounds like we just have to meet you in game, and then possibly people's Christmas dreams can come true of legendary weapons or top armor sets for the dungeon there, and that's awesome. So I've been meaning to ask since the last year when I met Bob Kringle in dungeon class. I don't know if you remember Bob Kringle, but he was in a video of ours last year. In I think it was Orbital Outpost he was in. He was in with a whole bunch of reindeer, and he was going absolutely nuts. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? You're trying to train your reindeer or something? What was that all about? How is he doing? I haven't seen him in a while. What's he up to?
Bob's doing great. We haven't had any issues of the spontaneous reindeer combustion or anything like that.
This here is Bob Kringle, and I am Chris Kringle's brother, though obviously he's the famous one. Most of you know him by Santa, but I'm the one that makes him look good, make sure all his reindeer are in shape. Let's go see how that's done. Now we are heading into the Reindeer Gaming Station, but I am sure that you still have plenty of questions that I could have answered, but I just do not have the time anymore. For example, does Santa subcontract out the elves during the off-season? What's his favorite color? Why doesn't he trigger the ground-to-air defense missile systems in all these countries he's flying through?
Why don't you trigger air-to-ground missile defense systems as you're flying like crazy over all sorts of different airspaces? How is it that you aren't getting shot down? What's up with that?
We've got some special maneuvers on the sleigh that will help, if anything like that should happen. But most countries, most of the time, are more than happy to have Santa come visit. They know the joy that he brings and that kind of thing. So they already know, they're expecting me. They're not going to try and shoot me down.
So I'm going to ask the question that everybody wants to know now, all right? You ready for this? Because everybody wants to know, do you use Amazon Prime? Serious. Do you use it?
Amazon Prime. Oh, my goodness. What a question, Droid. Droid, can you keep a secret?
Of course I can.
Well, so can I.
You're not going to tell us, are you? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Amazon might have gotten the idea for their services from somewhere. But I've been doing this a lot longer than they have.
That's right, 24-hour delivery. Look at that. Yeah, oh, I see. I totally see. They made a business model out of your whole livelihood. Amazing. Another question everybody has got to know is, well, what's going on with this virus thing in the North Pole? Are you being impacted in any way? Is it changing anything you guys are doing up there? I imagine you're having to do like virtual wish lists and virtual Santa visits this year. What is it that you're doing?
Well, yeah, this year has been hugely different from any other years. Santa has been going virtual, as I'm doing right now with you.
Do you have internet in the North Pole?
Of course.
Who runs internet up to the North Pole? That's a long cable.
Well, that is satellite type feeds as well. It can be a little spotty sometimes up here.
It seems like every mall that you go to, even though most of the malls are closed this year, but how is it that there seems to be hundreds and hundreds of Santas in all sorts of shopping malls, but I know there's only one. So what is that all about? Can you clone yourself?
No, I don't clone myself, but I do have special things. If you've ever seen the movie with Tim Allen in it, the Santa Claus, right? It's not quite exactly like that. Hollywood always has a tendency to twist things a little bit and make them a little different, but there are Santa helpers. You have to have a little bit of Santa's helpers going on to actually make the mall visits and all those other things happen.
If people want to meet with perhaps the real Santa here or one of your brothers for a virtual visit, how would they go about doing that? We're intending to put a link down below. Is that okay with you?
That would be perfectly fine to do that. They're already live. They're already having Santa visits. They got a little bit of a North Pole background, so you can kind of see the packaging going on in one of our facilities up there. It's pretty cool to see. And then there's also Mrs. Claus. We'll definitely be reading a story. Occasionally the Santas will be reading a story. It's a really wonderful way to interact with Santa and Mrs. Claus this virtual holiday season.
So use the link down below. You can interact with Santa or one of his helpers and possibly get a story from Mrs. Claus. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, yes, of course. What would you like for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? Well, aside from the obvious things of no more lockdown, the pandemic's done. Aside from that, new dungeon from V. Caffey. That's what I like. Or Blacksmith, or anyone else. Just new dungeons, new content.
Unfortunately, that's not one Santa can deliver. We'll have to hold off on Bikafi for that.
Oh, you can't deliver that one? Okay. Let's see. Everyone's got good health, world peace, new content on Dungeon Quest, and, money. I think that covers most things. Most things can be handled with all that. Good health, good money, good friends to play with in Dungeon Quest. There we go.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. The money thing.
See what you can do about that.
The whole world governments don't really like it when I start printing that stuff off, unfortunately. But
oh, they don't like it when you print up the money. Oh, could destabilize the whole monetary economy, I suppose.
Yeah, it doesn't really work out too well. Unfortunately. The rest of it, though, we'll see what we can do.
The rest of it, you get that. That'd be awesome. Well, hey, so there you have it. We got to talk to Santa on a Zoom call of all things because, he's in the North Pole. We're not in the North Pole. So there you go. Any parting thoughts you have, Santa, before we say goodbye to all of the fans and viewers?
Wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Thank you, Droid.
Excellent. You bet. Thank you. And of course, if this was the first video you've seen of ours, please do consider subscribing. Leave a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Be sure to check down below for the link so that you can set up a time to talk with Santa. We will see ya in the next one.
Merry Christmas, everyone.